Hi everybody, it's Joel with Joel Speaks Out, and this is The Naked Truth, where I come to you today to talk to you about some things in a very open, honest, and stripped down kind of way. So I want to talk today about the naked truth about conversion therapy. Yesterday I had the honor of sitting on a panel discussion with another conversion therapy survivor and a couple of therapists, and we talked to a group of people about our experiences as well as took questions and answers. If you're familiar with what's going on, if you're keeping up with the news, there's a lot of really outstanding legislation being passed in states and municipalities all across the United States where conversion therapy is being banned as a practice, especially for minors. Conversion therapy, reparative therapy, ex-gay therapy, there are a lot of names for it. In case you're unfamiliar with it, it's basically the attempt by some kind of therapist, counselor to take the gay away, so to speak. They work with LGBTQ youth and adults and have practices that they claim will make you straight. I went through ex-gay therapy in my 30s for about 3 years through the now defunct Exodus International, and as you can tell, it didn't work. But I'm really happy about this legislation being passed because it protects minors. Most of it says that if someone is caught practicing conversion therapy, that their state license will be taken away, as it should be. My concern about all of this is that most of the ex-gay conversion therapy, reparative therapy practices are not being done by state licensed therapist counselors. Most of the time, this is being done through religious and faith-based organizations. So pastors, youth pastors, some pseudo-counselor or addictions person is saying because they believe being gay or transgender or any of these things is a sin, therefore we can help you overcome this sin. It's usually through behavior modification, sometimes through some pretty severe tactics. My friend Zachary Malloy yesterday shared about his experiences in which he actually had electrodes hooked to his body and was forced to watch stimulating images and then being shocked. I mean, this kind of stuff is crazy, it's harmful. I realized yesterday while sharing in this conference just how much it still impacts me. So here's my concern. What are we going to do about all of the conversion therapy that's being practiced by non-state licensed people? And that's not just for minors, it's also for adults. I went through it in my 30s and it was extremely harmful. So what are we going to do about that? So I like to bring awareness to it. I don't have a plan of action right now because it's going to be some really sticky territory because it gets into that church and state kind of thing. And I just want it to be known, though, before we get too excited about this legislation, that it doesn't actually stop conversion therapy. It doesn't stop reparative therapy or ex-gay therapy. It will still be practiced by many religious organizations, and we need to be thinking about that and what we're going to be doing about that while we continue to tackle this from a legislative standpoint. I'd love to hear your thoughts about how we would go about doing that. I think it's important that we start bringing light to this subject and letting religious organizations know this is no longer acceptable and we won't stand for it and it's harmful, and we're not going to allow churches or organizations to do things in the name of God that actually hurt people in this way. So you leave me some comments, let me know your thoughts about this. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Find me on all the social media at joelspeaksout.com or Joel Speaks Out, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I'm pretty much everywhere, so I'd love to hear from you. Let's chat again soon, and stay tuned for the next episode of The Naked Truth.